forward. Strike news. Good news. The writer's strike is over.
Tentatively, right? Like they came to like a little agreement.
They came to an agreement. They just need to sign it. That's the only thing pending. Which actually that could blow up because apparently the two big things were wages and the use of AI.
Uh,
So apparently they came to a tentative agreement that barbs the use of AI and ups the pay. But that's also assuming that the studios keep their word and a contract's made that honors both sides.
Yeah.
So
I
let's see
mean,
about that.
I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Now the actors have to make a deal.
And hopefully they get what they deserve. They get paid. Hopefully.
Except for Adam Conover. He could go to hell.
Who?
Adam Conover from Adam Ruins Everything.
Why? Why do you hate him?
He's annoying. Like, have you ever like really listened to his videos?
Honestly, no. I think I'm surprised he's not a talk show host. Like I seem like it
He
seems
had
like
that
he would be
show on
perfect.
True TV, the Adam Ruins Everything. Aside from that, whenever I've seen him like on podcasts and interviews, he comes off like a jackass.
You think it's because he smells his own shit or what?
I think he does. I think a lot of celebrities do.
Yeah, sounds about right. Fair enough. But yeah, so hopefully everything's done. Hopefully we can get back to normal films and shit because big releases are coming up and big movies got pushed back by a couple months. So we'll see.
I mean,
like
still waiting on Stranger Things 5.
Dude, fuck Stranger Things 5. Dune. I want to say Dune.
Ugh.
I'm being sarcastic. I'll have to try 3 times to watch that movie.
I don't know. There's just something about it. Like seeing the trailer, I was like, there's nothing in this trailer that makes me want to watch this movie whatsoever.
I think it's one of those movies that it does look epic. I just don't care.
Yeah.
But, like, you know how some people saw the Lord of the Rings trailers and went like, who gives a fuck? I feel like one of those. Like, I just don't care, man.
No, because that wasn't the case. Everyone loved Lord of the Rings.
I'm sure if I scour the world,
You're wrong.
I can find one person that doesn't like Lord of the Rings.
And Lord of the Rings was actually good compared to Dune.
Was the Rings of Power any good?
I couldn't get into it. Don't know why. Just couldn't get into it. I'll have to try again, see if it's good or not. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, there's something I couldn't get into.
Fuck it. If you ever want to, let me know. We can review it. I'll watch it. For you, I need something to force me to watch it. It was on my list, but I never got around to it. You got a fucking Halo show and no one watched it.
Well, I mean, it was on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, but also like Yellowstone.
How many people do you know have Paramount Plus?
No, and I agree. But here's the thing: how many people do you know have Paramount Plus for Yellowstone, for example? That show was so good.
It's not on Paramount Plus.
Was it Paramount Plus at first?
It was, but then it moved to Peacock.
Is that when it got popular on Peacock?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, well, if it's a really good show, it should drive people to the product.
Which is weird because it is a Paramount show, and they have the spin-offs, the prequels on Paramount Plus. The only one that they don't have is Yellowstone.
That's because they want people to watch Yellowstone, and hopefully it drives traffic to Paramount Plus.
But it's on Peacock.
Yeah, you watch it. You watch Yellowstone on Peacock, and then you're like, "Fuck, I want to watch the other ones. Where can I watch them? Paramount Plus? Fuck. All right, let me go watch Paramount Plus."
It's just funny right now because streaming companies are in a fucking panic right now.
What do you mean?
I mean, HBO is offloading a bunch of their shows on Netflix.
Yeah, I believe it, to subsidize. That way they can afford
Ballers is on Netflix. Pacific is on Netflix. Band of Brothers is on Netflix right now.
You know what? It might also be shows that weren't really popular on the streaming service that they're like, fuck it, dump it on Netflix. People will watch it, get addicted, and bring it back. It should hopefully drive viewers back.
But that might be the strategy. I think it's also like they're not making a ton of money on their streaming service, so they're like, "Fuck, we need to rent some shit out."
Oh no! I can guarantee you they're making plenty on their own service. HBO, let's see, max subscriber. Let's see, max subscription. No, not max subscriber.
Well, no, it's a little fishy because not even Netflix is that desperate.
Let's see. They, as of right now, have 96.1 million subscribers worldwide. So even on the low plan of $10 a month, they're making almost $1 billion a month. I guarantee you, they're not bleeding for money.
Well, I don't know. It's a little weird.
I guarantee you, it's probably just like, well, what shows aren't doing great? Let's offload them to Netflix. Netflix will pay us for that, and we can use that to continue to make our own original product. Business.
I don't know.
But yeah, hopefully the writer strike will be over. Hopefully very soon, to an agreement, and then hopefully
Those
Netflix.
ninnies known as actors will finally get their tits out of a tussle and agree to a deal.
You watch Stranger Things 5 so bad, don't you?
Well, I mean, it's the same deal as Yellowstone. Yellowstone got fucked because of Costner. So now the part 2 of season 5 is left in limbo because of him.
Jesus Christ. They said hopefully season 5 will be released spring, mid 2025. Hopefully.
Like, I think they barely like filmed anything, if that's the case.
Do you understand that by the time this movie comes out, there will be major life changes between now and then for all of us.
Yeah.
All right. You want to talk about this movie, No One Will Save You?
Sure.
Ferny, hit the intro.
Hey, everybody, this is Fernando from the Rollback Podcast, and today we are reviewing a somewhat unknown movie because I didn't know it fucking came out, that released on Hulu. No One Will Save You.
Correct. No One Will Save You just premiered on Hulu, starring No One Will Save You.
The chick from Booksmart.
Also from
Last Man Standing.
Thank you.
Starring Caitlin Dever. Bryn finds solace within the walls of the home where she grew up until she's awakened one night by strange noises from unearthly intruders.
So this film, and I don't even give a fuck about Rotten Tomato, but average viewer rating has it set at 7 out of 10. Overly positive reviews.
I think that's about right.
It's a good movie. I wouldn't say great, but it's a really good movie. I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it like breaks the bank. Like, dude, like you need to watch this movie. Like, I thought it was a good movie. I think it makes Signs look like a fucking kids movie.
Let me ask you this: if this movie released in theaters, do you think it would have made like a decent amount of money?
No.
No. It's a streaming movie then.
Yeah.
Right. It's one of those mid-budget movies that you're always spouting off about. Only $22 million.
Yeah.
So Bryn, we're introduced to her. She's a seamstress, still living at home admittedly a beautiful home. I was like, this is bullshit. The most unrealistic thing about this movie is that she can just be making dresses on Etsy and afford that house.
Well, she's probably living in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I think she lives in a small town.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. But it's weird because when we first see her, she's very obviously the town pariah. Like, no one talks to her. People look down at her. People like don't even say hi. At her. One spits on her. We'll get to that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, she's like the town pariah. No friends whatsoever. Cut off from the outside world. And then that same night, we get a home invader. And initially, did you see the trailer?
I had started watching it because I was like, what the fuck is this movie? And I started watching it, and then I was like, let me watch the trailer. I got like 2 minutes into it, and then I started watching the trailer. I was like, oh shit, it's an alien movie. Which I feel like alien movies are not really done a lot anymore. Unless it's like, they're trying to be like an Independence Day type movie.
Yeah. Well, like, okay. So initially during the trailer, I thought, oh, it's a home invasion. She's going to defend herself. Turns out it kind of is, but
But with aliens,
it's not a bad twist. It's safe house, but with aliens.
yeah, I like the aliens aspect. I mean, the aliens I thought were pretty fucking terrifying.
Well, that's another thing, man. Like in most movies, they like show you brief glimpses. No, we get a bunch of shots, like full length views of these aliens, and they look creepy as fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty much your typical alien. Big gray body, long gray body, big eyes, and then like oval shaped head or like
Well,
almond shaped head.
but like we get like three variations. We get like the normal one, the short one, and then we get
The
like the
fucking
spider
big one
one.
was creepy as fuck.
Dude, that one
If that
scared me
thing
a little
crawled at me, I'm dead.
bit. Yeah, but she was smart. She trapped it in her car.
I would have fucking screamed.
I would pay for that.
If that fucking
Um,
tall, gangly creature started chasing me, I'm fucking screaming.
I'm dead. But no, so that's big son bitch. So we get the encounter with the first alien that like fucks with Bryn. She's trying to protect herself. She ends up stabbing it in the fucking head.
Oh yeah, with like
Um,
a trophy, no?
no,
Or
with part of
something?
the. You remember that little town that she had built?
Oh yeah, the perfect town.
Yeah. She stabs it in the skull with it. Goes to the police station, walks in and meets a cop and his wife. Um, and gets mod, gets spit on by the mother, and we're like, what the fuck? There's no dialogue up to this point, by the way. Like
No.
this movie has one line, and that's it.
And
Uh,
then I mean later on we come to find out who these people are.
yeah. But anyway, she gets spit on. Bryn goes back home and decides to start fortifying her house
They're like,
to defend
yo,
herself. Dude, I was like, what the fuck happened? Why?
oh, I
'Cause-
mean,
Well, because you would
sometimes you don't
assume
like how people look and you just spit at them.
is that what you do? Do you spit on people for any? You feel proud of yourself? Walking down the
No.
street
No, I just flick things at them.
at the gym, you see some poor kid trying his best, just fucking trip him on the squat rack.
Yep. Kick him
You
right in the
s-
back of the knee.
you
Don't
sick
fall,
son.
bitch.
You're sick son of a bitch. Fucking okay. So we get so Bryn home alone's her house, ready to defend herself,
Uh-huh.
and then we
She
get
doesn't really
waves of
home
it.
alone in her house. She just kind of like barricades it.
But she boils water. Oh,
Oh
you're
yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah.
true.
She sets up some traps, like she like fortifies some spots.
Yeah.
Um, takes on. I think she takes on the short alien first.
Yeah, they send the short one after her, the little motherfucker that I would admit the little thing was pretty creepy.
Um, she's able to fend the larger. Let's see, where scissors. She uses scissors as a weapon, but telekinesis fucks with her, which like it's so almost over. How's it overwhelming? Like rather than go talk to these people, she'd actually be like, "I'm gonna go fight these aliens rather than deal with my shame." That should say something about the shit that she's been through. But she ends up fighting. She fends off the little one, and
Yeah.
then fights the big motherfucker.
She fucking fucks up that little one pretty bad.
I remember she stabs her, right?
Yeah, so it starts attacking her. She gets a mop and starts poking it, and it fucking breaks it. So spear. And then she fucking spears it through the shoulder into like the wall. And then his head is like kind of dangling, and she fucking smashes his head in with a cabinet door.
Yeah, and then we get the alien controlled dude.
Oh, the mailman?
Yeah, who tries
Was
to
this
force.
was this when she gets on the bus?
Dude, fuck, I don't remember when did she get on the bus.
I want to
Uh,
say I want to say it's after the little one.
Small, my mom's parents, Brent spits in my face. Oh no, she rides on the bus and then she's forced to go home. Wait, no. So she actually tries to flee. My bad. She tries to leave, and then the bus happens, and then she goes home, and then she deals with the big motherfucker.
Yep.
No wait, she deals with the mailman, beats the mailman, and then that's when the third, much larger alien comes after her.
The large, gangly looking one.
The one dude, when it was on top of her house, I was done.
I was like, why didn't she just jump in the bushes? They don't have
I'm
heat.
pretty sure they would have found her eventually.
I don't know.
But Bryn traps it in her station wagon and ignites it and sets it
Yeah,
on
because it
fire.
starts clawing at her, and then he knocks out the gas line, and she has a lighter in her pocket, and she fucking lights that shit on fire.
Yeah.
Really just pissing off the aliens.
Dude, and they're like, we've said 4 after you. How the fuck are you still going? She runs back into her home, and then the same alien that interacted with her earlier, go to the
The one
room.
that sent her through the wall
Yes, I think it was that one.
when she was gonna attack him, and then she's like, "Whoop, you thought, bitch. Have fun going through the wall."
And then so she gets restrained by a red ray, and it releases this ugly tentacle-looking motherfucker into her mouth, and we just get like the most disgusting feeling of what the hell. Tentacle thing goes inside her mouth, and then she begins to like almost daydream or deja vu, I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, into her perfect world where her mother still exists.
I guess it would be Daydream.
Yeah, and Maud's still alive.
Her lover.
Her BFF for life. I don't know what short life it was.
Did you think
but
Maud was dead in the beginning, or did you think that she was still alive?
I thought she was dead, but I didn't realize why she was dead. I thought maybe like she died in like a terrible car accident or something. Like maybe Bryn caused it, where they both got hit, but Maud got the worst of it, so she died and Bryn lived. I thought that's what we were going with. You know? Like guilt. Like, oh, if I hadn't suggested we go out to save the puppy or whatever, we both, she'd still be alive or whatever.
Yep, all your fault.
But she's able to break the hallucination, pulls out the tentacle creature. And then they end up, I think they dropped off a body double of Bryn.
Oh yeah, they created a body double out of the little thing that was in her for like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And they were able to create a body double, and then the body double fucking stabs her.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they and that's when they find the woods, right?
Yeah, the body double stabs her, but then Bryn has a fucking box cutter and stabs her in the neck.
Yeah, she just goes full gangster on her. She's able to she tries to escape, but then she gets caught by another flying saucer. Which also, these are traditional aliens that look terrifying. Like,
yeah, they don't really go like over the top of the aliens like they did in Quiet Place or I mean Independence Day. I guess you could say Independence Day.
Alien.
Predator, yeah, these are your run of the mill aliens. I mean, aside from the tiny one and the fucking huge one.
But like even then, they're minor variations on the same design. I think that says something. The fact that they're like, we're gonna do the most basic bitch design that we can do, and you're still gonna be terrified.
I mean, it was better than Nope. I fucking hated that movie.
We didn't even. Oh, that's right. We did see the alien. I like that movie. Why'd you hate it?
I hated Nope. I thought it was the dumbest fucking movie I've ever seen.
I didn't think it was dumb. I think I liked it a lot more though because of what it was with.
I thought the ending was fucking stupid.
When he lived, or what do you mean? Or what part?
Well, one, the alien. I thought the alien was fucking just god awful. Two, I thought the story made god awful no sense whatsoever. Like, and what really pissed me off was that the marketing for the movie, like, marketed it better than what the movie actually was.
Wasn't it nominated for an Oscar?
I don't know.
No.
So was Shakespeare in Love, but we're still not talking about Shakespeare in Love, are we?
Don't you mean Shakespeare in Love? I'm
Oh,
joking.
girl, I'm in the movies. I'm watching Shakespeare in Love.
Let's see
That's right. I
here.
got you on candid camera.
Oh, okay, no Oscars.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
But not even for effects. I'm honestly surprised about that.
I'm not. The effects weren't that great.
I thought they were fine. They were very minor compared to what most people would normally do.
Oh, Dark Skies. Dark Skies was another good alien movie that didn't get a lot of love.
I don't think I saw that. Which one was Dark Skies?
It's kind of like not found footage, but it follows a family who's like going through shit, and then um it's kind of like a not documentary style, but like yeah, it's a pretty good movie. It has J.K. Simmons in it. Not that bad.
What was that one with Mila Jovovich?
Mila Jovovich.
The one, the fourth kind or the fifth kind?
Oh yeah, The Fourth Kind too. I love that movie. That movie scared the fuck out of me when it came out.
I never cared about it, to be honest with you.
I mean, because it looked fucking real.
Let me see here. Well, because most people thought it was real. That's the fucking thing.
Yeah, it looked fucking real. Like it would cut from like the movie to quote unquote real footage.
Let's see here. Found it. Okay. Yeah, the fourth kind. It's crazy. It only made $15 million on a $10 million budget. I
Not
feel like it deserved better.
still not bad. I mean, $10 million, 50 mil. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
mean,
it's not paranormal activity, but still pretty good.
there's a Monster Hunter. Okay, so let's go back. So the aliens get her into the flying saucer, which again is the most basic alien like transport that they got, but whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and then they kind of telepathically like go through her head and run all her worst memories through her. And that's when we find out. We see the cop devastated. We see the parents devastated.
Yeah.
We find out that during an argument that she had with Maud, pushes her down. Bryn grabs a rock and
I
strikes
know,
Maud in
way
the
to go,
head.
Bryn. Fucking going all out with a fucking argument there. Like she didn't threaten her or anything. She's just like, I'm gonna really show this bitch what's what right now.
Then that's when we get probably the most powerful line in the the only line in the whole fucking movie.
Oh yeah, because
I'm
there's
so
no
sorry.
fucking dialogue.
I'm so sorry. That's it. Very simple. I'm so sorry. Which I apparently, so the director, I watched one of his interviews. He said that the reason why he wanted to direct a movie with no dialogue, one, he wanted to see if he could fucking do it. Like he just wanted to be like, let me try this. Let me see if I can get
Not
this done.
surprised.
But the other part was because of how powerful the I'm sorry is. In a movie full of dialogue, and I'm sorry means nothing. But when all the events leading up to it have been nothing but action, and you finally get a breath, and the only thing you can think of is that you want to apologize, hopefully that adds more weight to it.
I've heard dumber excuses. Not bad.
The aliens seemingly converse with one another, and they're like, "She's good. She's good."
Oh, he executive produced Babysitter Killer Queen. Fuck, they ruined that sequel.
I mean, it was the first people said any good. I never saw it.
The first Babysitter was actually a fun, campy horror movie. And then the fucking second one was just dog shit.
You think it speak? I know the second one that they had negative reviews. I think partially because they brought back so much of the original cast rather than like, fuck it, let's build on this from here.
I don't know. The one, yeah, I don't know. There was just something about it that was just dog shit.
But I think, okay, think about it like this. Do you think they had a chance to be good if they just bring back everyone? Or do you think they should have like, okay, fuck it, build and go in a new direction? Still horror based, still like
I
supernatural, but
just think
like
the story out of the gate wasn't good.
or the second one or the first one.
The second one.
But that's what I mean though. You're hamstrung by the toys you got. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He
Versus if they
executive
had
produced the second one. He wrote the first one and executive produced it.
that actually kind of explains it. It might have just been that he really cared about the first one, but the second one was mandated, so he was like, I'll just give you notes.
He also wrote Underwater, and Love and Monsters, Cocaine Bear as well. He was the executive producer on a Cocaine Bear.
I'll
I,
defend Cocaine Bear and Underwater.
I like Cocaine Bear. It's funny.
Love and
Underwater
Monsters was okay.
Underwater was okay. It wasn't bad. I mean, they had a pretty decent fucking scary monster in there.
Yeah, Jesus. At the very end. Let's see what else. I mean, he has had a bad career. I hope he's on the upswing. I'll say that much.
No, as far as like bad career, no. I'm wondering if they took Killer Queen, Babysitter 2 out of like off his hands and made him just executive produce it, and that's why it sucked. Because I mean, it doesn't really make sense that he wrote the first one, executive produced, and then the second one they didn't have him write it.
I mean, it might just so from a writer's perspective, like as far as I know, in some of those situations,
You're not a writer.
no, but I know the world. So it may have been one of those situations where he sells off, like, okay, I'll let you have it, but I get a silver dollar in the bank. Meaning down the line, you have to work with me and help me with another idea that I have.
Uh, well, he wrote.
Um,
Well, this was his first directing credit.
no, it's a second.
Are you sure? Because
First
I
one was
didn't
called
see.
Spontaneous.
Oh, okay. I thought
But
it
like,
was a writing credit.
but
No,
like
yeah,
he
you're right.
wrote, he helped write Skull Island. So I mean, maybe that's the silver dollar he had, or maybe it was this
Well, the
one.
show, not the movie.
Yeah, the show.
Yeah,
But maybe that's it, or maybe he just took the money and ran. It was like, fuck it, I'm not going to do anything more with this. And the property doesn't mean enough to me for me to hold on to it. So fuck it, you can have
maybe.
it.
And so,
Um,
yeah, they go into the spaceship. They start picking through Bryn's brain, and they're like, "Oh, look, what's this little tidbit of information?" And they see that she fucking nails her friend in the face with a rock after a simple push. Way to fucking take it too far, Bryn. And then that's where the thing shifts. That's where the movie shifts.
yeah, a lot.
Yeah, because I mean,
Um,
these aliens are really trying to fucking kill her.
but it's weird because it's almost like they have. I don't want to say that they are empathetic, but it's almost like they do have some empathy. Like, this poor human suffered. Here, here's a bone. Here's a treat.
Or maybe they're just tired of losing people.
Here, that might be true. Maybe she's the last human. Maybe she fought back harder than any other human
She killed
did.
Bob. No one can kill Bob.
Dude, we couldn't kill Bob. That's what you set him on them.
Yeah, I mean, it is an odd ending because it's just like, why? Why would they have this sympathy towards her?
I don't know. But
So
yeah,
yeah,
this
they show sympathy towards her for some reason, and then they drop her down back to Earth.
without the tentacle controlling her this
Yeah,
time.
without any mind control or anything. They just leave her alone.
Sometime later, Bryn is living in her house is fixed, seemingly, or being fixed.
Mhm.
And now all the residents of the town like her. They're all waving, saying hello, welcoming her everywhere.
They're all possessed by aliens.
Yeah, which I wonder why that is. I wonder if they just thought, you know what, she can exist in this world, she's no threat. Or I wonder if they're like she's suffering enough, like she doesn't need this.
So it's an odd question.
Well, see, like this movie feels it reminds me of like an old Twilight episode almost. Because like in the end, she no, but see, okay, like tell me this doesn't sound like the end of a Twilight episode. At the beginning of the story, she's the town pariah, no one talks to her. Aliens invade. Now when
Oh,
she goes into town, she's welcomed. Everyone has says waves to her. She dances with everyone. It's her paradise now. Like, tell
yeah.
me that's not a Twilight episode.
Yeah, it could be.
Um, but yeah, now she's has peace with her neighbors. Life is good.
And still no dialogue. The only dialogue in this movie is "I'm sorry."
Man, this movie.
I think
I,
I
I
started to notice like halfway through. I was like, she hasn't really said anything in this movie.
dude, I noticed about 7 minutes in because I was like, wait, they haven't said a fucking word yet. And that's when I was like, wait a second. And I started noticing, I'm like, they're not going to say a goddamn word this whole movie, are they?
You can say a lot
I honestly,
spitting in someone's face.
but yeah, so that's the movie. So you just saw the movie randomly. You just felt like watching it for no good reason.
Yeah. It just popped up on Hulu and I was like, let's check it out.
What's it called? Holy shit, dude! He wrote this movie on a dare in 2019, and 20th Century acquired the script and hired him to direct it in 2021.
20th Century, were they still around or was that Disney by then?
I would say pre-Disney. It was April 2021, and I think they were acquired by Disney. Oh shit, no, they bought them in 2019, so they were already owned by Disney by the time that happened.
So this is a Disney movie.
Technically, yeah.
Oh,
Huh.
interesting.
But yeah, he wrote this movie on a dare.
I bet you can't fucking write a movie without putting any words in it. I fucking dare you. Oh, you don't think I can fucking do it? You don't think I can
I'll
fucking do it?
I'll put 3 words in it, bitch.
I bet his
But
buddy
yeah,
feels like a jackass when he went to go see it. Oh, bitch, he only put 3 words.
you gotta respect, man. That's a flex. If anything else, that's a flex. Like, watch this.
Oh yeah, because he didn't just direct. He wrote, he produced, did everything.
No, well, maybe this movie will open up more doors for him. Kind of like James Wan, like he
Well, I mean,
did.
that's what Disney's been doing that I've been noticing with 20th Century.
I
It's really their like artsy movies. Like
mean, you
theater
need a wing
camp.
for that.
Huh?
You need a wing for that. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
like theater camp, this one. Like it's all pretty much like the artsy movies that they're doing. I wonder
You
if
know,
Deadpool 3 will come out through 20th Century Studios.
well, Deadpool 3 is officially a part of the MCU, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it says here's the 34th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, it's supposed
I
to kill the Fox cinematic universe.
Let's see here. Mutation. Yeah, according to this, it's a fish out of water story for Deadpool. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like that Hugh Jackman's coming back.
Why?
I thought Logan was a perfect ending. It feels like Shawn Michaels coming back. I know it's gonna be better, but it's like you had the perfect retirement. Why?
He's still dead. It's not the same Logan. Don't get your tits in a tussle.
Hey, I'm still gonna fucking watch it. I just part of me is like, that was the perfect retirement though.
He's dead.
Name one superhero that had the perfect ending, other than Logan.
Movie superhero or
I,
superhero in general?
I would movie superhero. I would say the only two that can compare is Captain America and Iron Man.
Yeah, because no one has really had a legit ending. Tobey Maguire
Well,
never had a legit ending as Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield never had a legit ending as Spider-Man. Um, Bruce Wayne, maybe. Christian Bale. Even then, I thought his ending was stupid.
his ending was not as good as Logan's. I am a you know how much I love Batman, but even I'll
Yeah,
say this: Logan was a better
I
ending
thought
than The
Dark
Dark Knight
Knight
Rises.
Rises. I thought Dark Knight Rises was just weird.
I went back to watch it. I have no appreciation for it. I see what Nolan was going for. Dude, is it the best of the trilogy? Fuck no. But
I get
it's
he was.
not as bad as
I
people
get he
think.
was probably hamstrung by the fact that Heath Ledger, died.
Well, you know the original story, right? For the sequel, like
Yeah,
Heath
it's
Ledger
supposed
had
to
lived.
have Joker in it.
It was Joker on trial.
Yeah, but
Uh,
yeah, can't do it. He's dead. Sorry.
yeah. Well, apparently, the only time they mention Joker in The Dark Knight Rises in the movie or in anything is in the book. There's one sentence where they empty everyone out of the prison, and they're like, "Hey, the Joker guy, he's downstairs in solitaire, like in maximum. Do we release him too?" And one of the guys is like, "Fuck no!" Like, well, no, leave him alone, leave him there, and that's it.
Mm,
That's the only mention is that he's in solitaire. That's it.
interesting.
Um, But yeah, that was No One Can Save You. Fernie, what would you score this movie?
You know, I actually enjoyed it. Like I didn't hate this movie, and it's one of those movies on Rotten Tomatoes where the critics like it, the audience is like on it. But it's at
Mhm.
like 59%, so majority of the audience kind of likes it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm in that camp of like I actually enjoy it. I just feel like there's not a lot of alien movies anymore. And I do like alien movies. I mean it's some I mean that could be plausible. Like granted, I don't think aliens give a fuck about us, but like like what? You think the devil wants to possess you? What makes you so special?
Okay, so let me ask you this real quick. What horror movie villains actually scare you?
Horror movie villains that have actually scared me. Scream scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid.
What would it scare you
Um,
right now?
huh?
What would it scare you right now?
No. Do I get scared of actual? No, not really. I mean, jump scares, I mean, are gonna fucking scare you. Something pops out, you're gonna fucking get scared. But
Yeah.
nothing that I'm just kind of like, Talk to Me was pretty fucking, that one pretty made me like look at shit in the dark a little bit more. Especially when the fat dude started sucking on toes.
Oh, no, when the kid is bashing his head against the banister, that fucking hurt. I felt that hit every fucking time.
That didn't really scare me. It was the shit in the dark.
I guess it's not that it scared me. That was disturbing. Like I know there's nothing
I
there
could
in the
go to
dark.
sleep after watching that scene.
Nah. Well, the sound of the bone crunching gets me worse. But anyway,
That's my favorite sound. Puts me to
you
sleep.
know, it's the only horror movie villain that
Do it
scares me.
again. Next time, do it with a
Again.
baseball bat. I like the sound of the wood.
Jesus Christ.
Nah,
No, the
fuck that.
only.
Make it aluminum. I like the ding.
Oh God, what is wrong with you?
A lot of things.
Is this a is this the unofficial start of our Halloween season?
I think it is because I mean October starts next week.
I would say this qualifies as a scary movie.
Yeah, it's
Let's
just
see.
a
We'll
shame
just
that we don't get enough alien movies. I mean,
let's
I think Fourth Kind is really good for what it is. Um, Dark Skies is an eerie alien movie that's also pretty good. Like it's just a shame, and I mean, Signs for all intents and purposes is pretty good. It's just a shame we don't get a lot of alien movies anymore. I'm talking like scary alien movies, like where they're fucking possessing people.
No, I can't remember the last time I saw a scary alien movie. I've
Yeah,
seen several alien films, but like that like is like legitimately scary.
like you don't see them anymore, which is a shame because I actually enjoy them. Like it's a nice break from the what you touched the box? You mean the obviously demented box in the corner that no one touches? That box you touch?
You stupid motherfucker. Nah.
I mean, I love
Hmm.
slasher movies. Like those are just always like fun to watch. But uh but yeah. As far as like horror movies goes, yeah, it's nice to see a alien movie every once in a while. The one that I haven't seen yet is Sputnik. It's on Hulu also. It's a I think it has subtitles.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what's it called? Ah, fuck, the one with Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds. Life.
Oh, the one that advanced that
That's
was
a
a
good
secret in a
fucking
movie.
horror movie.
Dude, I'm sorry. They're all dumb. Like they died because they were too stupid to be like, hey, we should flush this.
I still like it. It was still good.
Oh, it was great, but it was fucking horrifying.
Life was good. That was another good alien movie.
But so Electra's gonna be in that movie.
Who? Oh yeah.
Electra.
Yeah. Ben Affleck too.
Ben Affleck's gonna be in it.
Apparently it was Deadpool, not Deadpool, was Daredevil.
They confirmed it. 'Cause I
Yeah.
cannot find anything about Ben Affleck.
Well, I mean, if she's gonna be in it, there's a good chance that he's gonna be in it.
Mm, no, fair enough. All right. Any final thoughts before we go?
Well, you haven't said if you liked it.
Oh, I liked it. I give it a B.
I
I
would
don't
give
know
it
if
a
I'm ever,
B.
huh?
I'd give it a B. I wouldn't buy it on Blu-ray, but if it's on streaming, maybe I would show it to a friend.
Yeah, it's a quiet movie. It's nothing crazy, nothing horror filled. If anything, I'll remember it because of the one line of dialogue, and hopefully Caitlin Dever keeps building her resume.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode of the Rollback.
All right, let me do the outro. Thank you for joining us for our review of No One Will Save You. We put out reviews every week or so. This one will probably be coming out on Saturday. Please check us out wherever you get your podcast needs at the Rollback Podcast. Google, Apple, Spotify, all the hits. We're all there. Even on YouTube, we'll put out some YouTube videos every once in a while. But yeah, check us out there. This was mine and Eddie's review of No One Will Save You. And let's cut it.